Hello, it's Mike with Itty Bitty Micro Farm again, and today we're going to go over the SeedLeaf program, how we use it, and how we think it's great to use. All right, so I'm going to go over the SeedLeaf program. I'm going to go ahead and show that here and how to use it and why we love it, because we used to use spreadsheet, and now we are using the app, basically how we use the spreadsheet, but it's just so much easier to use this app. And an app it's Windows based, but you can get it on your phone if you just use Windows. Mainly on our tablet and our computer, we use it. So I love this little taskbar here. This is for the week, so you got your week at a glance. So all your harvest dates, and we harvest on Monday, Saturday, and Sunday right now. These are the harvest dates, and that's because we got some weekend stuff coming up that we're doing. How many trays you're soaking on what days, and then what you're sowing, and how many to uncover, how many trays are coming out of germination. Just click on the day, like you can go to Wednesday, and Wednesday is going to give you the breakdown of everything, exactly what you're doing. So what you're soaking, peas, sunflowers, wheatgrass, what you're sowing, all the products that we're sowing for that day. And these numbers are smaller because that's what we're doing for a weekend market. This is our bigger day, which is Friday, and that's all the stuff that we do for that day. To build this app, so you have to go to your seeds first, start off with, if you're getting brand new in this. It comes preloaded with some seeds that you got in there if you want, or you can add your own. So if you know what your own are, you can just add them in if you got anything with the add button here, or you can use what they already have. Obviously, we went through and built all ours because we have specific seeding rates and all that stuff we do that are probably different than theirs. So definitely just a little bit different. But that's how you build it first, is your seeds. And then you come down and build your crops based off of the seeds. So like if you go to add a new crop, test crop, I'll just put, and then you use whatever seed you're going to use for that seed, and then you put your rates, all that stuff, germination, how long it takes, everything else that's for yours, and what your yield is that you're getting out of it. So that way it knows what to build for your yield. So if you get 5 ounces and you need 10 ounces, it's going to tell you to build 2 trays. And then you go in and build your products after that, and you put all your products in. So whatever products you got, and then you just put the product name here, what crop we're using to build that one. And it also has blends, so you can put multiple crops here. So say you're doing leeks, and then you're adding a second crop with nasturtiums. Leeks and nasturtiums together. Sure, we'll go with that. And then the portion of mixing of it is. So this one you're doing 60% on, and then you're doing 40% on this one. And then that's going to build out your crop on how much you need to make. So it's very nice, and we do a lot of blends, so that was very, very big seller for us, that we could do that and put that in there. Very helpful. And then once you got your seeds in, your crops in, and your products in, then you can go build your customers. So you can go and build your customers. Once you build all your customers and everything else, then you're going to go to orders. So your customer specifics, and there's the information to put in there, addresses, phone numbers, when you're delivering to them, all that stuff. So, but you go into orders now. So you can go into orders. Nice thing about this, you can sort this also just by the harvest date. All the ones that are harvest that day, the orders are in here. So you know who you're delivering to and all that. You can add a new one right here. You just put your customer in there. Let's go with Carl's getting something. And then you put the date that you're going to harvest that order on. You can put in a repeating weekly or bi-weekly. Most of ours are weekly, but we do have some bi-weekly, so it's nice that that's in there. And then you just build out what date you're going to end it on. I just ended at the end of the year. And then what products. And then that order goes in to the system. And once you put it in there, if it's a weekly customer that's always going to be there, you just put that in there, and boom, it's in there. It will never go away until you cancel it out. So that is awesome. And then that's where it goes back onto the tasks that comes and tells you what you're sowing that day for that harvest. So I'm just going to go to a day. It's a little easier. So you go to this Friday, the 7th. So then it's got what you're harvesting for. What you're planting on the 7th, it's for the harvest on the 17th. And then you can go in and look at that orders as well, like what that one is and who's getting it, and all that goes to that. So it all ties in very nicely. And then there's this deliveries, which is once you get all that built and everything else, and you know what you're building on. Like I said, the tasks are very, very good, helpful. This is the biggest part of it. Once you build all that back in, it all flows into this task. and it tells you what to do on that days. And if you just got orders, or no new orders are coming in, it's always the same. It just keeps rolling in for you. It's very nice. When you get a new order, you just put it in. It's going to tell you what to grow, as long as you got your numbers and your input in there correctly. But you can go to Deliveries, and then we'll go to a Monday delivery, and then nice here. This is kind of like a pick ticket to me, a fill ticket. So when you're going out and delivering that day, you know where to build your orders, and you can check it off, print this off, and then check it off. So you know all your customers, and you make sure you got all the products in there. It's very helpful. Very nice. So that's that. It doesn't give you like a delivery route or anything. You got to build your own still on that. It doesn't have that. But it does have reporting that you can look at your cells from whatever date to whatever date you want. So that's helpful. We don't really use that much. I still use a spreadsheet for that because they're still building that out. It's a little glitchy sometimes. It's better now. At first, it wasn't rolling into the new numbers that we had for the ounce of cells, but it's still pretty good. And if there's any issues to this, they respond very fast. They also have this known issues area here. They can put in there, and support ticket as well. You can add in right away. And then that they respond really fast. Like it was late at night one time we did one, and he responded that night, had it fixed by the next morning. So it was very, very good. So that is SeedLeaf in a nutshell. Love the program. There is another program that's coming on board, and as soon as it's fully out, we were part of the beta program for a moment on that, and it is a FarmStar. And it's Donnie Green's program. And as soon as that one does come out, I'm going to get it fully going. And we're going to go ahead and review that one as well as soon as we get it on and start doing stuff for about a month or so on that one. And then I will review that. That one's going to be more in detail. We'll give you delivery routes. It will help billings and all that stuff. That's going to be more of a whole business in a box basically there. So that's the ideal of it anyway. So we'll see how it turns out. But I will review that when it's there. So that's all the review I have for today on SeedLeaf. A real quick review. If you got any questions about it, I can answer any questions. Or any other questions you got, is I'm going to open it up to the floor for questions now. And if you're here, say hello. And if it's your first time tuning in, let me know where you're from.